What I want to do is go ahead and start off with the Race Spec one, and our arms and our top deck plate, and build that up. Alright, so having a look at the fastener options, what do we have here? We have you've got two packets here, one Acro, one Race. These are for the different base plates that we just spoke about now, for securing your top plates in place. We then have a bag of bits and pieces. These are to bolt the standoffs, to bolt your sides on. These put all your arms on. There are some little bits and pieces of plastic in there to mount your flight controller and whatnot. You have a bag of extras just in case you lose something, and your VTX block, which I mentioned earlier. So we don't need most of the stuff. All we need right now to build up the chassis for our Race Spec Taboo is the bag with no name. Okay, so we don't need any of the plastic, any of the standoffs, and what we're looking for are the fasteners. Oh, stuff's running away. Okay, so we can get all of that out of the way for the meantime. You'll see there are should be four little stainless steel nuts, not nylocks, just nuts. Then you've got 4 shorter screws, and you've got 8 longer screws. So what we're going to need are the 8 longer screws. We're going to need 4 of those, and we're going to need 4 of those. So you can move the smaller ones off to the side as well. So how we start our build, we take our base plate and start feeding the M3 by 14mm long button caps through the holes. Try flip this over now. Yeah. Alright, nailed it. Okay, we then feed our arms on. Like so. Remembering that the flats go on the sides. Our top deck plate, this is the front. Lining that up, getting that in place. Then our nuts. The M3 nylock nuts, this is a wide flange aluminium nut. I did that to reduce that point load a bit, give it a slightly wider base. Went with aluminium for the weight saving, and you get them in some really cool colors as well, so they look quite slick. So those ones go on the outside. The stainless steel nuts go on the inside, and the reason I went with the stainless steel nut, still really strong. They have a nice low profile though. The reason I did that is to keep our electronic stack really nice and low. Okay, so that is the chassis built up according to Race Spec. Taking a look at the fuselage, we need our 2 side plates, we need 2 standoffs, we then need our 4 M3 by 10mm long button caps, and that's it. Okay, so for now we're gonna just use those 2 holes just to get the frame together, like so. Okay, so once you've got your sides together, you need to take the last 4 aluminium nuts from your bag and push these into the side frames with the flats perpendicular to the side of the frame. So Okay, then we need to take our chassis, we need to take our bag of bits and pieces that has Race written on it, pull that out, and what we have here is 4 aluminium cup washers. Again, these try and prevent that point load by giving it a slightly wider base like that, but they're also nice and light as well. So go ahead and feed the cup washers onto your button cap head screws. Okay. Take your chassis and put that onto your frame like so. Clips in like that. This little bolt's giving me hassles. Nut. Alright, then we flip our frame over and put that through there like that. We've got the frame built up in Race Spec. This is all really loose at the moment, but you guys can see how the whole frame now goes together. So everything here pretty simple. We've got our button caps with those wide flange washers lower down than this top plate, so those don't interfere with anything. You've got a silicone mat that goes on over here to protect your battery from these button cap head screws. The fuselage, quite a simple thing really. Your 2 captive nuts in each side plate and your 2 standoffs to hold those 2 together, and that's your frame done.